At my channel, go to my channel, right?
I've got you up on two different devices.
Okay, yeah, okay. What am I
I thought,
talking?
okay, maybe there's an issue with my browser. So I've got one that's Android.
All right, hi, this is James with Monotalk. We're just having some technical difficulties. If you're here and you can see us, that's good. If not, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not streaming via YouTube, but I am streaming to my um, Twitter, right? Which is strange. It's very strange. We got 3 viewers. Okay, that's good.
Wait. How are you stream during from Twitter?
It just goes on the Twitter. It's weird. Let me just check the. YouTube is really screwing up on broadcasting. You notified people of your live stream. Yeah, that's what Rebel's saying. Is they're just. It's not going through. I don't think I'm. If I was banned, I wouldn't be able to go through to Twitter. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm not banned. It's just it's not notifying people. I think everybody's got to return on the bell. Holy shit. Fuck, it's crazy. Anyway. But it's now stagnant, which is interesting. I'm not showing. This is so strange. Let me check my YouTube live, my channel. But you don't see me on the channel though.
No, I'm
I'm
seeing
not
you
showing me on the channel either on
on the
YouTube.
channel. I'm not seeing you in the notifications. I'm not seeing you in activity.
Yeah, this is very weird. Can you check where you go to ring the bell for me? You know what I'm talking about to see if that's activated?
Yeah, I'll pop right on, pop back in.
Yeah, you know, no, you know what I'm saying? Like go to my YouTube, like you're gonna subscribe. I just don't get what's happening. This is very
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
And there's you hit the little bell on the side. So this is strange. I am not understanding what is happening. This is very, very strange. I am very, 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 very strange. So I think this is working okay. Let me check my. Let me test the.
No,
What? Still not? What do you mean? It's
no.
not allowing you, or what happened?
I did the the bell, turned it off, turned it back on. No difference.
No difference.
Still, uh, not on you, not showing you on either type of device.
But I am on. But I am on Twitter though, right?
Let me try the Twitter one.
This is very strange. Oh, who's here? Just on it. It's probably Rebel. Oh,
That's me.
no. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Rebel. It's really weird.
Yeah, so you are on Periscope, and I can hear you and see you. You
Good.
are on Twitter. I can hear you and see you, but as far as YouTube, it's like you're not even existing.
It's freaking strange. I'm not banned, or else I wouldn't be able to send that stuff to Periscope or Twitter, right?
No, those are different. Those are different. They're not connected to YouTube.
Yeah, but if you're banned, you can't broadcast anywhere.
No, your YouTube can only ban YouTube.
Yeah, it's like Periscope is like Zoom.
How would I check to see if I'm banned?
So it's through Periscope that you're able to throw it over into Twitter. Why is it dark?
What's dark? You're dark?
Yeah, do you see me?
I don't
Nope,
see you.
you are like you're in the night,
Yeah, it's very black. It's as
even
black as
darker
black
than
can be.
mine.
Okay, so I'm not showing anything on my account Should I go to like feedback or switch account or?
Let me go to my hang on, let me go to mine and see if there's a
Yeah, I got nothing there. Let's see, purchases. Oh, I purchased a movie.
go in and see if you got it set on private.
Oh shit! I've got it set on private. Oh my god!
Okay.
I got it set on private. That was for. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
No. Don't do
Yes.
that.
I,
You're okay.
I am definitely gonna say I'm looking at it. Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Hate it when you call yourself that.
No, it's okay because that was just total stupid brain fart. But anyway, hi, howdy, and aloha, and everybody. It wasn't technical difficult. It was a big Joey move by Joey.
Okay, I can handle that because
yeah, that was a super Joey move. What happened is last night, myself and Stevie Correa did a private because we're going to edit the show that we did yesterday. And I'll show you guys it here. Where is it? I got a lot of views when I have my shirt off for some reason. It's very weird.
I have tons of Joey moments, so I can't talk.
I'm just super Joey. Okay, so yeah, it's really bad. So, but that was a private. So if I do my playlist, or where would that be?
Playlist?
That private one that we did.
Oh, when you're in Creator, Creator Studio, and you click on live stream, and you scroll down.
Wait, I'm gonna go to Creator. Okay.
And
live stream.
Scroll down until you see privacy, and then.
No, I already switched. I'm already switched back, but I'm just talking about. I gotta get this off of here. I'm talking about finding the show that we did yesterday. It was private, so I'm looking for that show. So where do I go to?
You go to Video Manager up above the live stream.
Right, roger that.
Yeah, you click on that, and then it'll all come up.
Oh, there it is. See here. All right, there it is right there. So just to let you also know is that I created this coming. Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James. Hey, listen, I am with the Green Party News. I also have my co-host, Steve Correa. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you, James. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Good to have you here. So just to let you know, myself and Steve will be presenting information to the masses, mainly of California. All right, so that's what that was about yesterday. But I created, it's called the Green Party Plug. But let me go switch to my other, I can show you this other account. Hold on. What was that noise?
I don't know.
What was that? Snork?
It wasn't me.
It was not me.
I'm just wondering what that, it was weird. It's like, okay, so, all right, I want to stop confusing everybody and get out of this. All right, so there's what's happening. So I was talking about earlier, and I think some of you caught it. Look, my hair's getting so long. I think I'm gonna have like Eddie Van Halen hair again. That was awesome. I had like Eddie Van Halen when I was a kid. But anyways, so what I was talking about earlier was something that probably really pissed off a lot of libertarians, is that Pompeo was at the last second voted in as Secretary of State by Rand Paul.
Yeah, I saw that. That went, are you fucking kidding?
I know, right? So here's the thing. Oh, Joe Manchin, by the way, he voted for him immediately.
I mean, talk about bizarre world, right?
Exactly. I'm just like, here's what it is, and I know Elizabeth Leah Voss and Susie Dawson and Caitlin Johnson and everybody out there, especially Fly, would totally enforce. Hey, are you okay? Looks like you're rolling around or something.
Oh, there's my camera.
Oh, there it is. So this is a CIA move.
Mm-hmm.
This is a CIA move. This is the deep state or the shadow government, which I don't have proof of, but it's these people that keep moving and colluding and orchestrating together, and all this information that we're getting from so many different sources that they instigate wars, and it's been happening for decades and decades, and Kennedy killed because he was going to get rid of the CIA. Next thing you know, he's dead. So what I'm saying is they're building, and there are more CIA and FBI and intelligence officers running in races across the United States. I think it's like 47. No, 47 is like some huge number.
Yeah.
Then they're everywhere, and they're going for it, man. And they're going to take over, and they're going to keep running because I truly believe. And when you've got CNN going after Jimmy Dore the other day, I think it's almost like. And the more I think about that guy who wrote that piece about Jimmy Dore that did some serious defamation of character, and I truly believe Jimmy Dore should go after him for sure, which he is doing. It was almost subconsciously like, because these editors, these writers with power, for a fact that they're not idiots. These are fucking writers. They know what's going on out there. They know the politics. They know how their articles affect people, where they go, how they do things. They understand that when they put Trump out on television, as MSNBC was instructed by the DNC to do via, Podesta files, take a look at it, that it would boost his ratings, whether it was negative or good. It got him up on the stage. So it's almost like they subconsciously put Jimmy Dore's name to get some attention in CNN. Somebody planted that seed. It's not like the guy's just going to fold and go, oh, yeah, sure. That's just me. I'm just some fucking stupid comedian. And I'm not even going to, I'm not even going to challenge that. That would be just stupid. Right? That's not the case. That's not the case. The case is they subconsciously, somebody said, you know what you're doing, but whoever the writer is, whoever the editor is, told the writer, he goes like, this is the conversation, I think, what happened. If you put his name in there to all this shit, he's going to come after us. I'm telling you right now. These editors are not idiots. They know what the fuck they're doing. And the other thing is you're throwing his name out there. Do you want to do this? We should do it. We should do it. It's almost like they maybe colluded together to kind of possibly give Jimmy a little in. I don't think they're that stupid. That's why I'm saying I don't think they're so dumb to where they would throw this guy who's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers and that is very popular amongst true liberal progressives that are out there that are putting in the good fight, or people that really give a shit about each other, the planet, and all of its inhabitants, right? Like us. I just don't believe that they didn't know what they were doing.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that.
What do you think, Snow?
Well,
am I making sense?
Yeah, making sense. Deep state is a possibility. I mean, after we had the one person interviewed, I forgot his name. I'm a little tired right now. But people forget that there are the capability of securities levels above what the president can see.
Shit. See, there it is. So, hey, here's a good example of that, right? So, in the movie Independence Day, the first one, right? They walk into this area of where were they at? El Toro. That wasn't El Toro Marine Base. It was, which has been closed down for a while. But it
Area
was Area
51.
51, of course, right? So they go out there and then they're showing him all this stuff. And the whole time, the president, whoever this guy was, I forgot his actor, he's a great actor. It's just like the whole time he's going, what? Huh? What? Like the whole time he's going, why isn't anybody telling me about this shit? Because that really exists, which is not good. That really happens. There are fucking, not societies, but levels, like Snork is saying, of government above the president. Our leader, the supposed leader of the fucking United States of America, is not allowed to be a part of this society of fucking crazies. They're not crazies. They're uh, malicious, insidious, in my opinion, and also very cunning. At the same time, group of spies. You know, right?
The president can request access to any information, but he has to know it exists, and he has to, and I can't remember who he has to ask for permission, but he does have to ask for permission for certain types of information, and I forgot what those are. Um, but for instance, if he were to ask for the actual mechanisms or workings of a nuclear bomb, that cannot be shared with the president.
What?
Yeah, because there's no need for him to know how it works.
Wow.
Hey,
Unless he
Ryan
can
didn't
say,
get a notification. People didn't get notifications.
yeah, the president would have to show why he needs, like, if he can ask, is there a part that we are unable to obtain to maintain our wear? And they would have to say yes or no, and he would be able to ask what's relevant in order to get that part back in.
Uh-huh.
But he cannot ask for what the functioning is of it.
So it's like the emperor without clothes.
Yep. In a sense, yeah. They're not going to tell him. Wow. So, can you name some of these departments?
Oh, let me pull something up.
Wow. I think the president should know all.
Do you really want Trump to know all this? They are a temporary person. That's the reasoning, is, who knows what kind of person gets in to be president. Trump to know all this. They are a temporary person.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the reasoning, is, who knows what kind of person gets in to be president. Trump to know all this. They are a temporary person.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the reasoning, is, I'm getting multiple audio. Who knows
Sorry.
what kind of person.
Doing more Joeys. I don't think Ryan's saying he didn't get a notification, and I don't think anybody. And I just asked him, is it because I had it set yesterday on public, on private? He said no, it shouldn't make a difference. Once you set it to public, it automatically should notify everybody. So I think what's happening right now is, and this has happened to people, and please tell me YouTube that doesn't have their fucking crosshairs on me. I mean, my God.
No, they don't. This is just a operator.
This is an operator malfunction.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna finish it because I didn't have a heart.
No, it's okay. Look, I am fucking not a genius, I'll tell you that. But I will say this. I have no there's just so much software, so much technology, there's so much going on. I was telling somebody today I was talking to who was trying to sell me customer retention management system for the solar company I work for, and we're already kind of choosing one already, is we were talking about how complicated things have gotten over time. And I was saying, you know what? All you really need is a fire, uh, a stick with a dead animal on it, spinning over it, a woman, me, for me, um, a tent or a shack, and just some plants and vegetables that are close, whatever, But we have inundated ourselves and piled ourselves with, like George Carlin said, with his segment on stuff. I've got stuff. You want more stuff? He's got to have more stuff. They don't have enough stuff. It's just crazy. And then when you go into this virtual realm, when it first started, and I remember I was making moving XYZs go like this, choo 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 choo, and I was showing people back in the late 80s that I could make some kind of like flipping cartoon thing that would kind of roll and hit itself and then bounce off the wall and come back and bounce off and come back. And I don't remember what I was using or how I was doing it at all, but that was like awesome. That was awesome, right? Now, I think it was early. No, it was the mid or late 80s when that was coming around. They had the little floppy disks, right?
Oh yeah.
But everything was it was complicated at the time, but it was simple. It was very simple. Now I'm operating. I have an operational broadcasting system with YouTube that connects to millions of people through 50,000 different applications. I mean, my OBS system, I've not even scratched the surface on what it could do. I'm watching Ryan Bannock use his, and he's probably maybe has a third of the knowledge that he probably knows about about it. Well, maybe he knows more. I don't know, but I know he knows a lot more than I do. But all of these software and all this applications, it's just tons and tons of stuff. Snark, stuff that you do. Has the technology been easier or has it been more complicated as time is going on?
Yeah, the fields they subdivide like cellular organisms.
Right? They're like there. Oh, we need to have another operand. Tick, and then that one goes tick, and then they right.
Yeah, like say back in '68, all I had to know was binary and where to hook the wires.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man. It's freaking nuts, dude.
And nowadays, sometimes I have to even ask for help because programming languages are evolving every few years.
Right.
It used to be, I did Fortran for probably 10 years. And then suddenly there was Pascal and then C and all these just pop along. And Python is now, Java is already being pushed by the wayside. And the subfields have just sprung up like some kind of weed.
And they keep going, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
this is crazy. It's, I mean, even in music technology, even with instruments and music. I mean, a freaking tambourine is still thank God, is still a tambourine, right? Right? But my green tambourine, right? And thank God that hasn't really fucking changed. But there's so many things on the other side of that with mixing and the boards and all this technology that they have. I mean, you can have a full-on gigantic studio in your computer. You can do, right? Am I right, Rebel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what has changed dramatically technologically wise with your industry? I'm doing a Q&A. Rebel.
He's talking to you.
Oh,
Hey, I'm
I'm
talking to
still
you.
setting
Ray.
up. I'm sorry. I can only do one thing at a
Oh,
time.
me too.
Oh.
Me too. No, but I mean, what have you noticed that has changed pretty dramatically with the mixing boards and the equalizers and all those other things that they use out there? Different names, different offshoots. I mean, what has changed, or has it helped?
It hasn't really. I like that question because I'm saying some things it's helped, but some things it's really made artists lazy, and it's getting harder to actually find people that are like musician geeks where they want to get together and hone in on their own skills. We depend too much on technology.
Right.
Like I miss the days when I had some friends and they had like 100 and some family members, and they would rent out like a VFW hall.
Right.
And we would get together and have acoustic night, and there were tons of musicians in that family. Oh my God, I missed that.
Well, for me, watching the music industry, that Rolly device, that new keyboard, it not only has keys, but the keys can tell if you roll your fingers. The keys can tell if you move your fingers up the keys. So you have suddenly all the vibrato of a violin on a piano. So you can control that with just your own movements. You can flip frequencies and all kinds of stuff, all with just a flick of the finger while you're on the key. So you've still got the strength of the hit and your timing, but the complete synthesizer is all right there at the board. And then I noticed another one with haptic feedback, where the keys will come back and give you feedback depending on what's supposed to be happening. So if you wanted a metronome in there, you could have the keyboard actually bouncing at you, just a little nudge to let you know what the timing is. Kids don't have to tap their feet anymore. So there are amazing, but again, as you mentioned, with people just sampling other artists' work, I do not think of that as being genius.
What I like is the ability to isolate, like when I'm recording with a band, it's like you can isolate everybody's part. And I mean, I wasn't really recording in my earlier years, but that wasn't really as high tech as it is now.
Okay, so I was playing the other day some epic music. I was playing Heart, right? Heart, just beautiful, wonderful music. You got to hear that on a 33 if you want to feel the real power of that music. Same goes
You've
with like
got
bossa.
that?
Huh?
You got a record player?
No, I wish.
Oh,
I know, right? You
yeah.
got a record player? That's awesome. My brother-in-law has one, a good one, and he hasn't gotten rid of it yet. So if I ever have a 33, I can go play it. So I'm good.
Nice.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I don't know where you'd ever encountered this. I think they're all gone. I don't know if they are or not.
But
Analog optical with the dynamic speaker from the old speakers made from like the 50s. They were huge, and they weren't with a permanent magnet. They had electric magnet against electromagnet. And on film from old movie projectors, on the side of it there would be an analog music channel, and that was actually the best sound recording ever. The light would flicker on the microphone, causing the different widths of the.
Oh yeah.
That for a long time was the optimum, and far better than what you'd get off of a record player. And I worked at a theater for a little bit in high school, and always was extremely impressed with the sound system.
So you were listening to Heart?
Well, all kinds of popular music from it.
No, I meant James. He was starting to talk about he was listening to Heart.
No, the other night I played a little bit here and there, and I was just trying to let everybody know that there was some beautiful music being made by technology that was just being invented. You know, these, like, I don't know, it was an amp was, you know, bigger than a file case. You know what I mean? And things were just totally different. Nowadays, it's a lot different.
Heart did stuff acoustically prior to being Heart. The two sisters were with another group, and I forgot what the name of the group was, but they did acoustic guitars with their voices, and I think it was their best work. And what was the group before Heart?
I'll check it because I forget.
What I'm really saying is, I'm not feeling the. I'm just not feeling the love. You know, when people are playing music, I like performers. I think that's important, but I'm not feeling like a real, genuine, authentic admiration for music in music. Is that kind of making sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when people are trying to hit harmonies, people are trying to be in sync. I mean, my dad's a performer. Have you guys ever heard his music?
Yeah,
yes, I love it. I subscribe to his channel.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not his. Somebody else grabbed it, but I got to grab it back. There's
Oh.
one song that I can't, my uncle has, I can't find. It's called Lahaina. But I remember him practicing all the time. All I can remember is marijuana, alcohol, and whatever else. I was too young to notice most of it. Right? Just really stank. And these guys partied like rock stars. But the thing is they would play for hours to have an hour and a half gig. They would practice and go through their whole list of songs. And then as they were going through, I just remember my dad, bring it up. Just could you bring up the tempo just a little more? You know, that B flat is too flat. You know, things, I'd hear him say these things, you know, and then harmonize. Let's start here. You know, just little things to perfect what he's doing, you know, which was really, really amazing when it all comes together. But I'm not seeing that. I'm not feeling that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think it's so easy for people to just make a song. There's rappers, and I'm not picking on rappers. I'm just saying that there's so much technology to make a beat, to make a this, to make a that. And in many cases, they almost sound identical. They do have their little twangs. They do have their little nuances that are a little different than the other. But I've never heard anything real different. You know, there's a song. This is interesting. I played a rap song from, I think it was DJ Jazzy somewhere a long time ago. It's an old song to my kids who are 13 and 16. Right? I play this song. I go, you guys haven't heard this? It just came out. This just came out. This is like 1979, 80s music, but it was a rap song, but it was so similar to what they're singing now. I'm trying to remember the name. I'm trying to remember the song, but it was almost identical to what they're playing right now. It's almost like they copied this guy a long time ago. And I go, this is fuck, what was it? Was it DJ Jeff or it was somebody like that? And I started playing it, here, and had the bass going up real good and stuff. So it had the thumping, and I don't remember the song. But they go, "Oh, that's cool. Is that pretty? That's new." I go, "That's new, man. That just came out. That just came out. It's like brand new. Oh, I like it. Is that?" They started naming off these people I've never heard before, right? And they're listening to some more. We're all kind of like this, going, "This is good stuff, right?" And I go and I showed them what I was playing because I didn't show them on the YouTube what I was playing. I go, look at the date of when this is. It's like 83 or something. They go, no way, no way. And I go, wait. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything new that just fucking blows me away. Haven't heard it in a while. I think the last person, we were talking about music the other day, is, who was the last person that actually did something that was just so phenomenal that I was just like, wow, this is really good. Who Here's somebody that's not. It's the popcorn singer, I call him. I can't remember his name. He's got like a little high voice, and he's always on the show where the chairs turn around. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Not America's Got Talent, not American Idol, but it's one of those where there's like 4 judges and they sit in these chairs and they turn around.
Oh God, I can see it. And there's like ominous music when they.
It'll come to me. Jesus, this is stupid. I can't think of
Geez.
that right now. Stupid. Okay, I don't think YouTube chat is connected to OBS chat. Oh, my YouTube chat, I don't think is connected to my OBS chat. Thank you for telling me finally. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it is. Hold on just a second now. Let me just
Okay, we're off.
No, not
It
totally.
was the Love Mongers. Listen to the Battle of Evermore. There is a live. They did it live, so it's not auto-tuned. Everything that she had in heart is there in that song, and it is just acoustic and voice on mic.
Well, that was a side project, though. That was not their first band that they were in.
Okay.
That was just a side thing. Do you?
All right. I thought that was something they did before they were banned.
Because it was
Yeah, just letting you guys know, not to change your subject because I was going in that direction, but my notices didn't go out. I'm hearing, or the bell didn't notice people, and for some reason my live chat Restreamo isn't picking up. So I think I got to redo it.
This is odd.
Huh?
This is odd.
It's very odd. I'm fucking like, what the online? What is that warning? I'm getting a channel warning.
Huh?
Your settings recommended. Check encoder settings. I don't get what that means.
The encoder for YouTube? Did that get screwed up in OBS?
Video bitrate is too high. Wrong keyframe, but that was for Periscope. There's a lot of weird shit happening tonight, man. This is really weird. There's some nuts crap happening. This is strange. Let me check my titles. Okay, let me see if I can update all. Done. Let me see if I can go to chat.
Said Zoom info is not in the description either.
if I can open it. Now I have to go here first, and I'm going to have to go off and on real quick to see if I can pick it up.
This Zox's. That's weird. Or did you type it in? Can you guys hear us?
See, that's not correct either. Periscope connected to.
They hear us.
Connected to all 2 channels. Okay.
They hear us though.
Well, that's good. That's important.
You see us too, right?
Yeah, so I'm just checking to see. I have to check something real quick.
Yeah. Yes. Battle of Evermore was a Led Zeppelin song, or 1999 or 2000, somewhere around there. Covered it.
It's not picking this up, man.
And Rand says
really
video
weird.
quality sucks.
I didn't realize that they recorded that so late.
Why is this happening?
I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. All right. I don't know. Why is it not picking up? Yeah.
He said, Zoc says the video is going in and out in quality and is lagging some.
I'm noticing that too. And it's not. What's weird is this is the wrong. I've got the wrong thing here. Everything's crazy, man. It was because of one night of. All right, so let me see if I can bring up share screen, countdown. No. It's supposed to be. Nope. Hold on, this is supposed to be. Nope. We'll get to know monotag handle. It's me. Samaria open forum screen. It's just not. This is so strange. Zoom meeting is here. Got it. Live chat. Oh, fine. Live chat. Okay.
It's funny how I had to get in here and backdoorish.
That's not the right one, though. Hold on. Restreamo. Restream Google Chrome. Hold on. Match window. Title must match. Match title. Otherwise, find window of the same type. Okay. You see it.
Oh, yeah. Did OBS update the software? Do you know?
Yeah.
That's it. Because they changed your settings probably in the process of doing that.
Yeah, it did. So why? I don't know why I can't put this in here. This is very strange. I don't know how to figure that out. Oh, wait. I think I do. I think I do. So if I put this, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to make this. Sorry, just give me a second. Multi. Holy crap, man. Open forum, no, what's up, all, no. Is that it? Nope, that's not it either. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. It's so stupid. I'm trying to make like I know what I'm doing with this. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. No fucking idea, no clue. It's just stupid.
Relax.
All right, so
Relax.
Video quality sucks. Oh, it stopped. That's my fault, guys. Hold on. Just a second. All right, there it is. We should be up now. No, let me refresh. Oh my God, the video quality. Oh, there, it's better now. We should be up now. No, Steve, stay fucking with you, James. Oh my God, that's right, Ryan Back. It's better now. We should be up now. Steve, stay fucking with you, James. And no, it's all me, bro. It's all fucking Joey moves by me. I need like a tech person. Oh, look at that. The quality was crappy. Well, it's still crappy. I think it gets better here in a second. No, it's not. It's still shitty. What is going on?
I don't know.
It's fucking tripping me out, man. So let me go to... No, I'm not going in there because that's bad. Scene transitions. Oh, Chris Richardson came by. He said he dropped on in for about a little bit about we were talking about turntables and shit. Studio mode. Let me just see what it looks like now. Still shitty. Fuck. I don't think that has anything to do. Oh, this is probably why. Ta-da! Fuck. The settings were on like the worst settings ever. And this, oh my God. Learn as you go. Next time I go to, what you do is when you go to private, it kind of resets your public. That's what I'm thinking it did.
That might be.
Yeah, so what happened is when it pulled away a lot of information for everything. So my restream and everything is just different. Okay. I'm going to get the link from Restreamer right now. I got it. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Ryan. What? Why is it not just here? YouTube settings should affect your OBS. Yes. This is a weird night. A night of nonsense. I'm going to show you guys something since I'm here that happened on my Facebook. And it's been a pretty serious conversation. And I have had some people on here. Let me just find them. Just give me a second. There it is. Reply to a comment. There's these people that I posted. I'm going to play this while you guys are here. All right, so just give me a second, and then I'll talk with Ryan while you guys are watching.
Snark.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
What'd I do?
I can't hear.
It's all right. It's all right.
I got the earbuds and.
It's all right. Okay, so watch this. Oh, wrong one.
The Uranium One scandal that revolves around Russia's successful attempts to buy a company that controlled a fifth of America's uranium is becoming obvious becoming evident that it is a major scandal in our political history, and its tentacles are very far-reaching and reach very high. As you know, Russia tried to buy Uranium One, a Canadian company that had acquired rights to the uranium mines in the United States, 20% of the uranium mines. And that sale was approved by a cabinet-level office headed by Hillary Clinton. But what is emerging now is the testimony that's going to be public in the next week or two of Douglas Campbell, who was an FBI agent who worked for the FBI for 6 or 7 years, investigating a broad effort by the Russians to control America's and the globe's uranium supply. the U.S. is not self-sufficient in uranium, and it met its uranium needs until 2013 because of a treaty that said that as we decommission nuclear weapons held by the Russians or by the satellite nations that were in the Soviet Union, as we decommissioned their nuclear weapons, that uranium would be extracted, sent to the United States, and would fuel our military and civilian uses. But in 2013, that treaty lapsed. So Putin went to work in 2008 and 2009 trying to corner the global supply of uranium. And central to this was the takeover of this company, Uranium One. The takeover had to be approved by a cabinet-level board, Committee on Foreign Investments in the U.S., headed by Hillary Clinton. And her approval of the deal was crucial in this going through. Now, Campbell had uncovered evidence in 2009, a year before the deal went through, that Russia was going all over the place, bribing companies and officials in the United States to get approval of this deal. And the speaking fee to Bill Clinton of $500,000 in 2010 for a speech in Moscow was part of that entire effort. And this became readily apparent to the FBI in 2009. But Mueller, Robert Mueller, the head of the FBI, now the special prosecutor investigating Trump, knew about it, but did not tell anyone about it. And the information stayed in the FBI. Now, had it gotten out and been publicized throughout the government, the Committee on Foreign Investments would have had to kill the uranium takeover, because the law says that if there's any evidence of these kinds of shenanigans, a deal like that cannot be approved. But instead, by hiding the deal, the uranium sale went through. And at the same time, Campbell is going to testify, and wrote that 6 other steps were taken by the Obama administration to open our uranium to Russian investment and Russian takeover. That was all part of the reset button that we were doing with Russia to try to end the Cold War. And during the misguided belief that we could get along great, they went along and approved that uranium deal. It is also interesting that Jeff Sessions, our Attorney General, and Rod Rosenstein, Deputy Attorney General, both said that there was no linkage in their testimony to Senate between the uranium bribery and the takeover of the uranium by Russia. And their grounds for that was that the bribery convictions were in 2013 and 14, and the uranium sale was in 2000.
So ever since I put this up, I don't think I really know who Dick Morris is. Is he part of Alex Jones group?
I have not figured him out and where he comes from, but
I am getting some serious backlash from the Hillbots out there. They were all over me today. All over me all fucking day long. I'm going to show you what's this real quick.
I did go through one of his videos and stopped it and fact checked, and he's dead on with that video.
Yeah, I've got links in this below in my show notes on the timeline and the money and everything that was done. I mean, this is stuff that if Trump did,
Mm-hmm.
right, what would be happening right now?
No, right now
he'd be in fucking jail.
If I was,
somebody would be the pussy hats would be trying to kill this guy for sure, right?
If I was still with the left, I would have been getting more blisters on my feet, and I would have been hating Trump like crazy.
Oh yeah, of course.
And demanding that he get indicted. In fact, we were doing that at the marches. We'd go indict, convict, and
So, but let me show you. This has been shared 3 times. I've got Susan Boyce, What Propaganda? I've got Rashonda Bishop. She's kind of, I don't think she's a real good Facebook friend of mine. My mom, this Gaba, she just hates Trump, and I get it, but she understands the 2-party oligarchy. a lot. A lot of women just really hate this man really bad, and the problem is I don't know what the difference is between everybody else. A piece of total useless shit, and then this girl Susan saying, "Way over there is where you go with that bullshit," right? And then Lisa Perry says it's such crap, and this guy right here, who I've invited to the show on several occasions, is always going after me, along with some other people. And then these are all Hillbots. I have about almost 5,000 Facebook friends, and I would say the good majority of them are Hillbots, are Democrats.
Well, one of the reasons why I left Facebook was because it's Hillbot Nation.
Oh, it's Hillbot Nation for sure. I mean, these people are ruthless. They hate. Their names. You're an idiot. You're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. So I post that up, and then I put Hillary Clinton gave uranium to the Russians, that Jimmy Dore did. They don't watch it. They're not. They don't. They won't even touch this. They're not watching it. They're not even touching it, right? And then stop, Brian Lambeck. Stop posting this. It's total nonsense, right?
Get off my fucking wall if you don't like it.
Is that your argument? Is that it? Just get off my. Show me something, right? So then after a while, I'm pissing people off. So then I post this picture here, right, of all of them together, right? Barbara, George, Bill, Hillary, Barack, what's that fucking her name?
Michael
Obama. And I don't say that because that's who knows. And then Melania. Oh, and I think in the background is Huffington. What's her name? Anyway, and then there's the leader of the Skull and Crossbones right here, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I post that, and somebody came to my aid. The one thing Donald Trump has done that was very smart to stay away from a service honoring such as repulsive, disgusting piece of shit. Root canal work would be more enjoyable. My babes rot in hell, and may all the scum in the pick join her soon, hopefully. Yeah, this guy right here, he knows all about the two-party oligarchy and all this stuff. But there were several people in this post. This stuff keep on popping up until people become more diligent and block anybody that they think could be a Republican operative or a Russian operative. Maybe even a bot or a troll. Once these posts infiltrate one network, that is spread through the other networks that are connected. Please block these profiles immediately. He's talking about my profile. He wants to block my profile.
Wow.
Well, is he blocking my profile or is he blocking other people? So I didn't really get that. This stuff will keep popping up. But this guy, Alan Russell, just keeps coming in over and over and over and over again. And I've invited him on the show, but I don't think he's real. I think he's nothing. I think he's just a paid Hillary mafia worker. That's what I think he is. Right? And everybody agrees because he will never show his face. He'll never come on here. This guy, Alan Russell Carter, and he says some pretty smart stuff when he's trying to throw out his propaganda. And then we have some others. This guy, we used to hang out together, David Grimes. And your source is a man who should have been charged with treason. My source is a man who should have been charged with treason. So this guy, I guess they're talking about Dick Morris. He should have been charged with treason. Like nobody's like nobody in the United States should have been charged with treason. Like only this guy. You know what I mean? What is that thumping noise? Do you hear that thumping?
It's snort.
It's me.
Snort, can you please?
Sorry.
I don't know what that thumping noise is, but dude.
That's what I was trying to get at earlier.
Yeah, try a little more lube. Okay. So if we go to
oh, fuck.
if we sorry. If we go down here, there's some others too. There's somebody that came to my assistance, and she's wonderful. Kay Jenkins. People throw the word treason around too much. Our Constitution is very specific on what treason is. While this deal may be corrupt, it's not treason. Okay, but that's true. It's not. They're just doing a deal. We understand that. I'm not saying she's a criminal. I'm just saying, what if they got that information about Trump doing a deal, $1.3 million going to the foundation, and fucking Bill Clinton getting $500,000 to speak on Uranium One's behalf to push this deal through? What would happen to Donald Trump? They would.
He'd be crucified.
Oh no! Yes, they would chop him up into literally little fucking sushi pieces, right? That would. But this is the Clintons.
What was it that she called the black people, the hoodlum thugs or something?
They call them the predators.
Yeah, if
they're predators. So black people to Hillary Clinton are predators.
Oh my God! If Trump did that,
yeah, I know. Imagine. Okay, so the other thing is I've got some other people that come on here. Mike Mahali, there is no reliability whatsoever to the conservative moron who has to say Dick Morris. Okay. All right. I'm just posting it. I'm not, I'm posting. But you got to hear this guy. Who else? Oh, this one's good. Larry L. Phelps, she's Green Party, or he's Green Party. Please bear in mind that the Democratic Party is just as corrupt as the Republican Party, which these Hillbots will never, ever agree to. They'll never, ever say, they'll always think that the Democrats are better. By far. We've done way more. No, we haven't.
My cousin still doesn't talk to me.
Isn't that crazy? It's terrible.
My blood? You're going to let some bitch, some politician come between us?
Yeah.
Huh. There was nothing wrong with our relationship until...
There was some other people that were on here, Rebel, that I think left, or they're not my friends anymore. And I didn't say anything bad to them. The only thing I said was, I just posted this, and the only thing I've said Seth Rich, DNC fraud lawsuit, Seth Rich, and it ain't over till she's in jail. Who else? Dick Morris is about as credible as Alex Jones. Okay, that's fine. I'm not discrediting that.
Next time, if you do one of those, and someone says that about him,
stop posting this. Go ahead.
Say to them, okay, I want you to watch one whole video, and I want you to go do some fact checking and
just check it out.
Come back to me.
Yeah, just go find out for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
It's like, prove he's, because I tell you what, in the one video I watched of him,
here's what's
he was right on.
Yeah, exactly. Here's what's interesting about this. I didn't post anything but just post the video. And all it says on this video is Deep Six, the Deep State with Dick Morris. And then it says Hillary's uranium scandal may involve treason. Okay?
Oh, he's connected to Julian Assange somehow. He is fighting to...
He is?
Yeah, he's trying to... Yeah. What? How did I get there from...
I'll put both their names together. Anyway, there was some other people, but they unfriended me that were on there, and I didn't say anything offensive or anything, and they were mad just because I was trying to tell them that, watch Jimmy Dore, here's some more information and some more links, and they just got more pissed off, and they left. That's it. You're speaking truth.
I'm sorry you want to be in the dark still. Have fun. I'll be here when you want to come back out.
Who's in the dark?
That's my general thing. It's like, I'm sorry you want to be in the dark still, but when you want to come into the light, I'll still be here for you, because I don't want anybody thinking I'm rejecting them.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't think that'll help.
That's true. That's true. Exactly. So, duplicate. Most everybody can. Oh, this is. I'm going to read this for a second. Let me see. Go ahead,
I'm not
Snark.
sure when it comes to calling what Hillary did treasonous or not. The actual term treason means that during a time of war, while we weren't in a declared war, we were still technically at war with North Korea. And North Korea ended up with because we have not ended the Korean War yet. And as a result of uranium-1 getting the fuel, Russia in turn gave North Korea their fuel. So in effect, I believe it was treason, because we do have a declared war going on. And she did help the North Koreans.
Yeah. I got to say something about the information we have. Is I'm not there. I wasn't where that was. You know what I mean? So we're going off of information from people that maybe they do have a viable source. When I hear people that talk about certain things and start laying out stuff like treason and they should be thrown in jail, what makes you say that? What is it exactly that that would give us a department or any kind of law enforcement agency the just cause of arrest? Tell me why? I want to know. And some of them can't. You know what I mean? They can't. The only thing that I really believe that's going to pop up one day and it's going to be pretty heavy duty is Seth Rich. I think that's going to come back. And his buddy, the other guy, I forgot his name, who also was there when they served the subpoena, the process server. Yeah, because the only way that you can, yeah, that's bad. I think that's going to come back around. I just got a feeling that somebody's going to leak out on that pretty bad, and they're going to connect some serious dots, and I think it's going to go pretty high up. And I'm reading some of the chat here, by the way, and I think that this is in regards to some of the stuff I was posting, that I actually have some people that Jay has entered the waiting room. Oh.
Sorry,
Hey,
I wasn't paying attention.
Should I change the name? I'm changing the name. I don't know who Jay is. But I do know who Ryan Bannock is.
That's weird. Oops.
Oh, shit. That was an accident. What the fuck did I just do?
You want to
I think I hit rename, but I hit remove.
If you want to give me co-host, then I can take care of all this.
Yeah,
you can
sorry, bro. That was I was like, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm right here. Okay. I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. I was just trying to hit. Oh, that's okay. Rename. Sorry. That was an accident. Totally.
You don't have any of the Zoom information in your description either.
Oh, I don't. Okay, so
because Cheryl wants to join.
And Cheryl wants to join.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Queen.
The Philadelphia Eagles Queen. Where is I don't see your. It's not showing.
There's no info in your description of the live stream to join. So you need to grab the info and put it in.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought I put it in there.
No. One of those days.
Bob says,
I have had a fucking busy ass Monday. It has been crazy for me, guys. I'm telling you right now. So.
Bob just said, guess James picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
Exactly. Where's my glue? There it is right here, baby. Gorilla Glue. I'm going to get back on that right now.
That stuff.
All right, I'm putting it on. You know, as I was going through this, oh, that's totally true. What the fuck? Ah. All right, I usually have it in there.
Hi,
oh,
Ryan.
You know what? I posted I posted 2 links in there for the Hillbots in regards to Uranium 1. So my mind is thinking, and I never post anything in there. You know what I mean? It's usually stuff that I've already got in there from the day before or something like that. So I think that my mind's saying, "Oh, you already put it in there." That's what's going on in my brain. So
it's okay, Joey.
Yeah.
It's okay, Joey.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Deep state's fucking with your head, brother.
They're sending like weird signals and shit. Sonic signals.
Time to get that tinfoil hat.
All right,
out.
so Ryan, let's get the live chat back. Do you have an idea how? Because I usually just turn off my OBS and turn it back on, and it picks it up.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you've moved it out of the way. So you've moved it off the stage. So what you need to do is go down into your sources.
Roger that.
And click on your chat box.
Got it. That's
make
right.
Make sure the eye's turned on.
Topic of discussion. Mainstream media. No. I know you get new glasses too. Candle. Second. Poop. Right. Competition, environment, association, live chat. It says live chat through Firefox, but I don't think that's it.
Mm-mm. Okay, so you can just create a new one.
I need to do that.
Yeah, so just create a new source.
Yeah.
It should be a browser.
Browser. It's going to be live chat. That's it. Very simple.
And you need to
let me let this person in real fast. Probably Cheryl.
Mm-hmm. And you need to grab the address from
Cheryl.
Your,
hey, Cheryl.
Restream.io.
Dang it. Oh my God, almost. Just a second. I got to rename her real fast.
Yep. I don't know. The stream's really, really dodgy. I don't know.
It is. Something's weird. All right. So where am I going now?
You got to go to restream.io to grab your chat address, your chat box address.
Wait, let me get out of here. Just a second. Give me a second. I don't want people to see all this crap. Just a second.
Nah.
Why is it showing it though? This is strange.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Get out of here. All right. So am I posting the URL into this or no? That I have up?
Yeah. You got it. Yeah, you got to have it in properties, and then it should have you should be able to select your should have a button there saying your own URL. Checkbox, like a tick box.
Just a second. I got to start over because I went too many moves. Too many questions. Too many questions.
Mm-hmm.
This is technology. Just saying. All right, so starting over. I am going now to where I just created it. I'm doing it right now. So I'm going to the plus sign, going to browser, typing in live chat Chrome or live. Should I name it live chat?
Just call it live stream, live chat stream, or stream, live chat, whatever you want.
Or the galley. All right. Okay. All right. So there I am. So where do I put?
So you should be going to properties.
Go to properties.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Of the chat
what I
box.
have up right on properties for live chat stream galley. I'm there.
Yeah. Do you have it? Don't you have the live stream chat thing from Restream as a program?
I don't know what that means.
Hang on. I don't use Restream chat. Just give me a second and I'll download it and see what's. So add a browser.
Right.
Okay. So where you go to properties.
Got it.
Yeah. See where it says I've got to sign in. Hang on.
URL.
Yeah. You got to get the URL from Restream.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah.
Not the one from the little window. Not the address.
Yeah, the web address, the URL.
I've got it right here. Okay, I've got the web address.
Really?
So put it in the URL. Get rid of obsproject.com, and then put in the URL.
Okay. Well, it's a big one. It's in there. It's in the URL, but
yeah.
Yes.
And then click OK.
There it is. The box is really weird, though. It's not. You see it?
Yeah, you can resize it.
Now, let me fix the chat real quick. Hang on.
That shouldn't be there.
Right there, that's fixed. Okay, so I'm going to resize this. How do you do that?
So you double go back into properties
of this box. Got it.
Yep. And then it has the margins, so width and height underneath the URL line. So go about 350 wide, stay at 600 and see how you go.
Right. 50. Okay. I'm going to go a little smaller. I got it. I got you.
Yeah.
There we go. We're getting it. I'm going to go 250.
Yep. Just keep messing around with it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's my window. Okay. All right. We're almost back to normal.
Normal.
Yeah, my hat's like, this has been
you know what you can
a
do?
lot of work, man.
You know what you can do is just copy and paste a new one in there and just turn the eye off. That way you'll have two copies. So if one fucks up, you can always revert back to the backup.
So just make another one?
Yeah. So just right click on the name and do copy.
I'm going there. Get live chat stream. Right hand. Copy. Got it.
Copy. And then just click on it again and say paste reference.
Right click it again.
Yep.
Paste reference.
Paste.
Got it.
Yep. And then on the bottom one, on the lower one in the source, just click the eye. It'll turn it off. And then lock it with the little lock beside it, so you can't move it, you can't see it,
But it's there just in case.
It's there just in case this happens again.
Yay! Ryan, thank you.
And then if you really want to, you can go over to your scenes and just do the same. Copy the scene, do copy, and then paste, and then just say backup. And then if this fucks up, then you just ditch that and go to your backup.
Copy paste.
Yeah. So click on your scene.
You're talking about Zoom?
No, I'm talking about in OBS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scene of the scene.
Yeah, the scenes. You should be able to
Right click.
Duplicate. Yep. Right click. Duplicate.
Right.
Rename it mainstream backup.
Go ahead.
Yep, and click enter.
Okay.
And then it should be at the very bottom of all your scenes.
It's right there.
And that's just leave it there. Just leave it there.
Just in case.
You don't need to touch it. So it'll just bring this one back up again, the one that you're using. If this fucks up, then you just go to your backup, delete the one that's fucked up, and then just duplicate your new one, your backup one. That way you're still cycling always through the same. It's always about backing it up so this never happens again for you. Does that make sense?
Because it's weird though, Ryan, because sometimes I'll come on and stuff's gone and somewhere else. Why does that happen?
It's a free program. I think it's what I've read. It's one guy doing the program. So
One guy.
So one guy does OBS, and it's free. So it's not completely bug tested.
Right.
I don't use that edition of OBS. I actually use a different version of OBS that's in a beta format at the moment. But it's.
I don't know any of that stuff, dude. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I was able to follow you to do what we actually did. So.
Yeah, there's a group of people who are doing it another OBS, and it integrates a lot of like the donations and stuff like that. If you did a Twitch channel and stuff, so.
So it's and it's more user friendly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And when you use it, it actually has in OBS. It actually has a chat box beside your actual stream, so you don't need to have YouTube chat open anymore. And it has like links that'll take you straight to your live stream in YouTube and all that type of stuff. So it tells you how many people are watching.
That's pretty cool.
Do I want the URL that's in the web server or the embed chat in a stream?
For what?
The URL for for the restream the restream.
Yeah, you need the chat. So you need to download the chat.
I got
program.
that.
Yep. And then it when you restream, it should come up with a chat URL. I think you need to be live to get a URL though.
I see it.
Yeah, so you copy that, and then you take it into OBS, and you double click on the source, your chat box source, which is a browser, and then it has in the very top it has URL, and you delete the obsproject.com and put in the browser because it needs to link in. It needs to grab the information from that browser and put it into the source, like James has got. So all OBS does is it just grabs information from somewhere else, compiles it together, and then sends it off. That's all OBS does. It doesn't do anything else.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So, happy days.
This gives me a headache.
All right, so for the scrolling message on the bottom, I wanted to make it longer, so I'm going back in the properties.
Yep.
And I see all the Let me see. Color opacity.
No, you want width. No, you want to go right. You want to right click it. So click on the scrolling thing. So unlock it. Make sure it's unlocked. Click on the actual scrolling text. Make sure the red box comes up.
Got it.
Yeah. Right click.
Got it.
Filters at the bottom.
This is fucking weird, man. Oh, there it is.
And then scroll. Okay, so click on scroll. Click on the one that you got there already. It should be scroll or something like that.
Right. It's just one.
Yeah. Just make sure that's clicked and it brings up all the information. Now there it should have, if you look down below, it should have width and height. Width and height. So it'll have scrolling. You need to hang on. You need to click the button in there. Hang on. I closed OBS. Hang on.
This is weird.
Yeah. So you actually need to readjust the height. So if I went, I want to make this chat box scroll. Just add that. Add scroll. Scroll. So you want limit width. You want to click limit width. The little box there.
I want it longer. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. So width is longer. Height is higher.
Of course.
Yeah. So what you can do is drag your text furthest to the left that you want it to go. So if you want it to go directly to the edge of the stage on OBS, then drag it to there, because as you click up, it widens to the right. Does that make sense? So it stays there at the left.
It makes great sense.
Yeah, and then it widens that way.
Oh, wow. So this thing's just...
So it takes a while. Maybe... Oh. Hang on, phone call.
Limit height. I'm just scrolling it. So, limit width. Now, I'm having fun now. Oh shit, where'd it go? God damn it. Where'd it go?
So if you were to make it larger using the red bracket, the text would be larger. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
I can't find it. I lost it.
You lost it.
No, I got wait. I just got to touch it there somewhere.
Yeah. I should be able to see what you're doing
there it is.
through.
So I don't see it on the screen. That it looks long enough and it looks thin enough, but the words are gone.
I see the words.
Okay, so is in the sources list is the put the scrolling thing to the very top of the list. So click on it and then click the top arrow till it goes right to the very top.
I'm moving it up.
Yeah. Because if it's behind something, if it's lower than something on the list, it means it's behind it.
It's gigantic now.
Okay, so what you need to do?
Look at it. This looks awesome.
Yeah, so
look at, I kind of like that. That looks kind of cool.
Get some music, and then it's
it's actually scrolling on an angle.
What?
Yeah, it is.
It's scrolling on an angle.
That's weird.
I don't know, dude. I've been touching all kinds of crap. Okay, so we're gonna find it again. Here we go. I got it.
Yeah. So did you readjust it by the red? by the red bracket, or did you readjust it by going into the filter?
I went into the filter and I changed the numbers dramatically.
Well, yeah, you don't want to make it too big.
It's probably the size of
A house.
Yeah, I would say more like the Grey Goose.
So all that width does, it just makes the red box wider. It doesn't actually make it higher. It shouldn't make it higher. It should just make it wider and not touch the font at all.
Okay, so there I have the. Let's go back. All right, so. Oh, now I got this. Oh, check that out. Now it's going sideways. You gotta make it.
Oh, now you're adjusting this. No, don't touch those bars going left and right. Don't touch those. Don't. No.
I'm not doing this to you on purpose. I'm not.
Yeah. So see where it says horizontal speed, vertical speed.
Yes, sir.
You only want horizontal speed to be at about 90. Okay.
There. That's actually too fast. Hold on. There we go.
Okay. Now, underneath vertical speed, you'll see two check boxes. One says limit width.
Yeah.
And one says limit height.
Got it.
Okay. So with the width, you want to make it about, how far wide do you want it to go? Do you want to go across the whole screen
About
or just up to the chat box?
3/4.
Okay, 3/4. So you're looking at about 1,500. So type in 1,500. Or maybe a little bit less.
Limit
1450.
width, right? 1,500?
Yeah, maybe 1,450.
Okay.
Okay, so now have you got the height checked?
Yes.
What have you got the height at?
49.
Oh, go higher. Go, because it's cut it off. I can see it's cut it off by looking at you. Maybe go uncheck it. Uncheck it, actually. Uncheck that.
Okay.
Yeah. Did it fix itself? Did it go back to the default size? Okay, so you don't do that, okay? So close.
I think I'm good now. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, hang on. We can adjust the size. You don't want it that big.
Yeah, there we go.
So what we do now is we go right-click on that again.
Roger that.
Right-click on the scrolling thing.
Got it.
Yeah, and then go. Hang on. Actually, double-click it. Should bring up the what do you call it? The properties, and it should have Arial and all the other things that you can do to change colors and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Is that what?
Got it. Font, text, color.
Okay, so go up to font size.
Got it.
And mess around with the font size. Bring it down. What have you got it set at? Let's say you got it set at like 72-ish, maybe a little bit higher.
72.
Go a little bit lower.
48.
Whoa. Yeah, lower. Lower. That's huge. That's massive. Yeah.
That's not what she said. Okay.
She's happy with that size.
All right. So that's probably.
Okay. So, and you can move it down to the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
Even still, that looks still pretty big because you're going to cut people off.
Well, the thing is I'm when I make it smaller, it's still a really big block here.
Yeah. Okay. So you can go back into.
Go ahead.
You can resize it with the red. So resize it with the red.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you've resized it with the red at some stage.
Oh,
so
wow.
click on it and then click on the corner. There you go. Now just drag it back. That's it. That's better. So what's happening, right? Probably a little bit small. Yeah, there. I wouldn't go any smaller than that because you want people to read it. Oh, that's you've gone too small. People can't read that, dude.
Right there.
You need it a little bit larger, and you can increase the speed too. Because what's happening, right, is the stream's really fuzzy. If it's too small, then it just looks like green blur on the bottom. So you need it to be a little bit larger.
Right. Where's the speed?
So you click on it, right click, filters.
There we go.
Yeah, and then scroll, and it should have those slidey bars that come up. And then you want horizontal speed. You want to increase it.
That's a 26. I think that's what I had the other one. 26 is fine.
You can go faster because it's so small, and it's just the same message, time and time again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, what I want you to do this for me.
All right.
I want you to click OK, get out of that.
Okay.
I want you to double click on it.
Oh, wait. Something else.
Bring up the properties.
Go ahead.
You know where you've got how to come on below in the little text box, you know, where you've written it in the little text box there.
Right.
At the end of it, put in like a massive amount of spaces. Just hold the space bar and you'll see it grow. You'll see the spaces between each message. There you go.
That's about right there.
Yeah, that looks good. Because you don't want it coming across too many times. It being on twice at 2 times at any one stage is good. Okay, so click OK, and you're done.
All right. Yay!
And see how it's coming out at the text box. It's because your text box is higher in the list in the sources than the scrolling thing is.
This is the way I always wanted it to be. It's coming out of the live chat, and it's disappearing into this corner, which is good. All right,
there you go.
So where do I?
Make sure you click the locks. Make sure you click the locks so you don't move it.
Oh shit!
It locks it in the sources. In the sources, it should have an eye and a lock. Eye means you can view it or not, and the lock means it just locks it in spot. So if you click on it accidentally,
that's what's going on. I don't.
It
lock
won't move.
any of this.
Yeah, you need to lock it so it doesn't move. So even if you click on OBS, no matter where you click on OBS, if it's all locked, you can't move anything.
Okay.
You can't select anything.
Let me just find it. CLM logo, live chat. No. This is the scrolling, right? Scrolling. Scrolling text. There it is. Did it? You are locked, you bitch. Oh, finally. Okay, good.
There you go.
All right.
Done.
So now I'm going to also lock my live chat.
Lock everything.
Images. Know, right? Fuck.
Images and everything. You lock everything.
I have nothing. So, that's why everything's fucked up. Nothing was locked up.
Yeah, you got to lock it so it doesn't move.
Okay, so that's live chat. Where's that? Live chat Firefox. Nope, not that one. The one we just made was.
But you always got to have like a spare copy of what you're doing. So I would probably, once you've locked all this up and you're happy with it, I would go back and delete that duplicate scene that we made earlier, and then duplicate this scene because then this is like the final product.
Exactly. No, I get you.
So if anything happens, it needs to fuck up 2 scenes, not just one.
Right.
So
that's. Oh.
Hey, Cheryl, have you got any news out of Philadelphia?
Cheryl, sorry. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing fine. Now I don't have any news out of Philly at all.
Okay, I do. You know that Pompeo was okayed by Rand Paul, right?
I was pissed the fuck off
I know.
because Trump had told Rand Paul they're getting out of Afghanistan and Iraq, and that's what made him vote for Pompeo. He don't know if Trump is going to flip.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's almost, you know what? Rand Paul's not stupid. There's other things going on that we don't know about. That these people make these fucking deals, and it's the conversation was, bro, I got to do this. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. We'll get you into office. Or who knows? You know what I mean? But there's deals made constantly between these fucking people, but not in our interests. That's the biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
And what kills me, all these people should be in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it was you or me or James or Rebel, we would be facing criminal charges without fail.
And I bet you they're going to put through that bloody Gina.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Who?
That, what's her name? Gina Purcell. She was a torturer.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they're going to put her through, too. She didn't find Jesus. Please. She was the fucking ringleader.
She was using Jesus as an excuse. You will suffer this Jesus torturing.
And John Kerry Usel said when he was there, they called her Bloody Gina.
Is it Cassel? No. Gina, Gina, right? Cassell, C-A. How do you spell her last name?
I forgot.
If you're using Google, it'll correct you. So
I know. Gina Cassell torture. And then they'll correct me. Right here. No, that was... What did I put that in Facebook? Hello! Hello!
Nola should be locked up.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, criminals investigating other people.
You're talking about Haspel, right? Gina Haspel?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she's what you're saying.
She waterboarded someone 83 times in 1 month.
Jesus.
You know what comes up? With her name? You type in Gina Haspel, the first thing that comes up is war crimes.
Damn.
Yeah, because she can't go overseas. They got warrants out for her arrest.
All over the world.
Oh, oh God, I've read about her. And I tell you what, if Trump pardons her,
he will.
Yeah, he will.
He will.
Oh, you could just see she's like a dead inside person when you look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, but she's fine because she's protected by God.
Jesus.
By whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm saying.
She does that good, holy Christian torturing, not that.
Yeah, it's not bad Christian torture. It's not non-Christian. Non-Christian torturing is bad. If you're a Christian or if you have a mainstream religion, like Judaism or Muhammad or Allah or Muslim or Christianity or whatever, the mainstream stuff, it's okay. But if you don't, then it's not okay.
If it was Muslim torturing, that's not okay.
No, that's not. Never.
They can't be having Muslim torturing happen.
No. Muslim torturing is totally off
I
limits.
just cannot get that. I cannot wrap my head around it.
I saw an interview on RT, a documentary about one of those torturees that were tortured. He's fucked up. He is really messed up from what they did to him. He said they used all kinds of instruments to rape him and sodomize him. It's disgusting. And then the U.S., they always leaving people behind. The U.S. never knew where Osama bin Laden was. It was this doctor from Pakistan who found out where he was at. They used him, and that man, and then he made this company to use to keep an eye on bin Laden. And after they killed him or whatever, Pakistan came and locked him up and put him in prison. The U.S. didn't help fight for him at all. He's still locked up.
It's the same with translators.
Yeah.
Obama wanted to ban the resettlement of translators.
So they couldn't escape the clutches of the deep state. Right? So you couldn't go anywhere. So it's just fucking so diabolical. It's all so diabolical. You know? Diabolical.
It makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
It does.
Yeah, me too.
All of it does. It's and then I argue with these Democrats, and I don't even argue with Republicans because a lot of them are kind of on board. It seems like more Republicans are more on board with the fact that there is a two-party oligarchy and that there is a big problem with a lot of our legislators out there that are just totally whores to big corporations. And I hear more support for that or agreement on that from Republicans than I do Democrats.
Isn't that amazing?
That's scary? That's wrong. It used to be the other way around.
Well, that's because we were a part of it. We didn't have anything to fight. I thought about that. We didn't really have anything we didn't have opposition because you're not allowed when you're in the Democrat Party.
Yeah, you're not allowed. That's right.
Remember? So we didn't.
The mindset was different.
So when you start getting when I get my head fucked over thinking it was like so happy what happened, it's like, well, because I didn't have anything Republican in my life to give me. I'm so brainwashed. As long as you stay with us, you're going to be fine.
Right. That's how I used to feel, man. I just was a Republican because all my friends were Republicans. I had no idea what that meant when I was younger. I was probably I still am pretty naive, definitely. But it was just like the thing. Oh, we're a bunch of fucking Republicans. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I started thinking, well, you guys are thinking of wars all the time and you're, not caring about the planet and all this other stuff. And that's when I started moving.
But now, since Trump's been elected and a lot of people that supported him elected him to end these interventionist wars.
Mm-hmm.
And when he attacked Syria, they are livid. When you got Tucker Carlson talking about it, Tammy Loren, I mean, come on. And the Democrats not talking about it. They cheering him on. He looks presidential.
To who?
To what? I know, right? Who looks presidential? I don't even think that's real anymore.
And then they say, "Oh, he didn't do enough." I'm like, "What the fuck you want? You want to see blood drawn?"
Hey guys, can I eat? Hey, can you watch the show for a second, Ryan?
Yeah.
I'm totally fucking starving.
That's what I'm doing.
So here's what I think when somebody says he's not acting presidential or he doesn't look or he doesn't conduct himself. it's okay to stand in front of a crowd and be prominent and professional, but in the background, build more refineries than anybody and destroy people's lives with bombs, and it just doesn't make any sense. You know, the you're getting what you're getting when it comes to Trump. That's what you're getting.
Mhm.
It's like Hillary used to talk about. There's our backstage people, they used to call them, and then our front people. Remember, I forgot what the term was that she used.
Public and private.
Our public people and our private people. You know, thing about Trump is he's fucking public and private right out of the open. You know what you're getting. But the thing about Trump though is he's in a place he's never been in before. This is totally, and I truly believe that he's being manipulated and moved, and I think he'll probably get done what he said he wanted to do, maybe 5 or 10% of it, like most presidents do. If you've ever watched what presidents, when they get in, before they go in the office, in the general, and they're elected, and they're talking about all these wonderful and great big things, and by the time they get in, they produce like maybe 10, maybe 15% of what they actually fucking talked about or promised they would do. That's about all they get. They it's like they give them morsels. You know what? We'll let you do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but you definitely got to support the military-industrial complex. You definitely got to keep the wars going. You definitely have to support the petrodollar. Da 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 da. You know, it just seems that way all the time. All right, I'm hungry. I'll be right back.
I agree with that, because there's a side of Trump that I've followed this dude for 20 years. Every day I look for something. And
I used to watch his show, The Biggest Liar, or whatever it's called. What was it called? The Boss?
The Apprentice.
Yeah, The Apprentice.
And right now he is acting so un-establishment. And before he used to be like standoffish from it, you know?
He's become establishment, I think, more now. Yeah, they've whipped him into place. It only takes 2 or 3 years before they do it, or a year or two before they do it. Obama, it seems like it was just a matter of like months for that piece of shit. You know,
it was a matter of time when he first got in that goddamn office, bringing that damn Citibank in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
That turned me off right there. Geithner, Sumner. I love what the fuck he bringing them in for. They were part of the crash.
The one thing I don't understand, right, is when he dropped the bomb on Syria and they all came out and said he looks presidential. How about being presidential?
Mm-hmm.
Don't just look like it. Be it.
And you know what? He's beating them. He's really antagonizing. He tweets for a reason.
Oh yeah.
He tweets for the reason. Them motherfuckers are too stupid to realize it.
And so are the Democratic voters. They think he's stupid. They're always calling him idiot and everything. Oh fuck, hell no! I've known.
My husband right along with them. So
you can't be a con man and be stupid.
No.
Because you got to be very fucking smart to learn how to con people.
Oh, did you see today a new woman came out?
No, really?
Yes. What's her name? Jessica Drake. She was in a dispute with one of them tabloid magazines, and then they settled it or whatever. Now she's able to speak about having an affair with Trump.
You know,
I'm like, oh my! And they had it on TV today. I'm like, look at this bullshit. He ain't do nothing to her ass. Cause when she described it, she said, we were in the room. He just came up and just hugging and kissing. I'm like, was she talking about when he was involved with the pageant? But that's what it sounded like to me.
So it's like she got a playbook from what all the CNN has been pushing out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Ari Melver was interviewing her. I'm like, oh boy. The only reason I saw it because my husband had that shit on.
You know, they did with their pussies what they did, and it's been done. It's been over with. He's married. Just leave him the fuck alone now.
And the rumor is him and Melania have an open relationship.
And I can pretty much agree with that. You know, I mean, not because it's like I keep trying to tell people that, you know, oh, poor Melania, she's stuck in a marriage. No, she's not. She's in it for the business. She said it's mostly a business relationship. She loves Trump, but he has his life and I have mine.
Yep.
And what he's more agitated with is the problems that the news and the public put on. You know, I mean,
But I really believe she did not want this bullshit. She did not. If she could have stayed in New York, she would have stayed.
Yeah, because she's never been trashed for her past before until Trump won the president. I mean,
you didn't hear nothing about the woman.
There were fringe Christian groups that, you know, kind of knew about her, but oh my God, Trump gets into presidency and then her whole past is dredged up as if it were a bad thing. I think for what both Trump and Melania have had to deal with, and they still walk with grace. I mean, they're it's horrible in there. I'm not saying anything like that, but I mean they'll walk like with their heads up. And if you watch Trump and her, once in a while I'll see her be upset, but I think that's more of the news that she's heard and she's just upset and needs to be upset for a little bit. I'm like that. Whenever something irritates me, I don't care how much I love a person, I don't want my body touched. For some reason, it just sets me off. I need to, and I think she's like that too.
Did you know somebody mentioned, oh, they don't even have a pet animal for the White House? Who gives a fuck?
Oh, I know. Not everybody has to have a fucking pet. Ugh. You know, they don't even focus on what he's really doing wrong. They just focus on all these little petty, juvenile bullshit issues that they make issues anyway. And they're not really issues. They make them into issues. And it's like, oh, God. You know, like, remember that clip that they kept showing over and over again during the inauguration of her pouting behind him in that blue dress? An alternative media brought out a whole video, and what he did is he got on Barron's case. He was being a dad. Barron was like moving around and, you know, and being obnoxious, and he put his son in place and looked at her to give her a look like, you know, help me out here. And then she looked at Barron and pouted like, you shouldn't have done that. And when she, you know, when she talked about that, she said that that kind of irritated her. She said, where we were having a family moment and it got turned into something that it wasn't. She goes, he did not yell at me. Or he did not scold me, is the word she used. I hate media. I hate media. I hate media.
sucks.
I just decided I'm going to boycott it. I don't care what comes up. I'm just going to not read it anymore. I can't. My stomach can't handle it.
I had to inform my husband tonight with bad news for my newspaper. I said, well, Comcast, I asked him, do you have an NFL package with them? And he's like, I'm not sure what I got. He don't never check the bills or whatever, but I'm like, well, they can ready to go up to $10 now for that package. He said, they are effing thieves. He said, well, can we go somewhere else? I said, you're not going to like if we go somewhere else. Comcast having more channels than anyone. They got that industry locked down.
William Critique out there said, won't somebody please think of Baron? Kids need a pet. And it's like, yeah, if they're going to take care of it, God damn it. But you just know. I mean,
I think Melania would take care of it if he wants one. He must not want one. They would have been had one.
They're busy. I mean, it wouldn't even... The pet wouldn't even be with them hardly at all because they'd have their own pet. What are you, a pet sitter?
And Rebel, what happens to women having babies? The princess had the baby. Several hours later, she's released and going home. I'm like, what the fuck?
You mean like how the media is going on and on about it?
No, not how they going on. I'm like, I'm worried about her medical condition. I mean, come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start this over again. What is your...
She had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
She had the baby today. Well, yesterday, I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Several hours later, she was released.
That they do that a lot now.
And that's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
I was a baby. You know, I was too much of a baby. I had a chance. I had a choice to go home the next day and I refused.
Yeah, but why did you refuse? You were okay there. You were resting, you were recuperating, and you didn't have to make meals and stuff. So how does that compare to the situation she just went home to?
She's got servants.
She's got servants. So there's no difference for her being there versus being in a hospital.
Well, it's a difference for a regular person like me and Rebel. We don't have servants.
That's right. But she probably, in this case, there's probably even medical care available.
Yeah.
Probably good medical care available. Because she has good insurance. She's in England.
Yeah, because that was my fear going away from the hospital and something happened because I just popped this kid out and it felt like my whole insides wanted to still come out. And it's like...
Because the insurance companies determine how long we could stay. They changed it.
I know. I mean, I stayed in 5 days and now it's like barely 3 days now.
Well, the insurance companies would prefer it's drive-through.
Yeah, how about that? And cesarean sections, I know cesarean sections, they be in for like a week or more.
Yeah, I had 3 of them. And I was in about 5 days on 2 of them. And then I had an infection. So I was in there for 3 weeks. They couldn't get my infection under control. I almost died.
I know my sister had a baby and she was in the hospital for a month, her and the baby.
Her kids must have just slid out.
See what we go through, guys. We're heroes. We are...
I can't see a man having a baby. They wouldn't be able to take it.
Well,
when they get a cold, they become big babies.
That was your chance, guys, to go.
My wife.
We don't know how you do it.
Our
No,
third
we
one,
agree.
our third one was an induced labor. So my wife is in labor for like 30 seconds. The doctors and the nurses were around my wife, and they were, told me to put on this gown and shoe covers and gloves and a hat and whatever. And I got my hat on, I had my mask on, I had gloves on, and everything. So I'm standing there like, okay, what do I do now? And they're like, no, we can't wait. You got to push now. There was a abruption on the placenta, so they go, you got to go now. We can't wait for anything. We don't no time. And my wife just pushed real hard, and baby popped out to the knees, and then the amniotic fluid followed her. The doctor did not have time to gown up. The nurses did not have time to gown up. One of the nurses didn't even have time to close her mouth. So
well, she was a trooper.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, he caught the baby out at about her knees, and everybody there but me was not wearing any kind of gear. So I had like rain gear. They have you on so much stuff that I didn't get wet at all, but everybody else. And the nurse goes, "Well, amniotic fluid does taste salty."
Yeah. Oh God.
my
That's some information I could have lived without.
Yeah, me too. My quickest was 30 minutes. And
damn.
I woke up and I woke up because my water broke, and then I got in the car into the hospital and had my baby in the waiting room.
Wow.
Everybody cheered.
I did 13 hours of labor.
I'm glad I'm not having kids.
With my first daughter, she did not want to come here. Now I see why today.
Oh my God. Rosenfield says my wife is an angel Lucifer. I don't see why though.
Did y'all see Tim Black went on Alex Jones' show?
I haven't seen that yet.
Some people giving him heat for it, but like he said, you got to get out to the masses. It's not Democrats or Republicans, because he received a lot of letters from Alex Jones viewers. Because they couldn't believe he agreed with some of the stuff he was talking about.
Well, I figure after Jordan's mistake girl and Donna Brazil, I don't care where he goes.
At least he didn't do a comedy skit.
Yeah.
Thank God, because he's not funny.
But it's just, I guess the only thing that Tim Black and Alex Jones has in common is YouTube have banned them both or restricted their use on YouTube. That's really the only thing that I see that Tim Black and Alex Jones has in common.
That's good.
That's pretty much what the whole interview is about anyway. They don't really get in any substance-based conversation. It's just about YouTube fucking people over. So, sorry to spoil it for people, but yeah.
But we also have to help defend everybody that has YouTube shows, because just because we may not like people, but they're coming after us too.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went after Jimmy Dore, CNN, oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, that shit needs to be stopped.
And he just said the week before in his show, they coming after me. They're coming after me. The next week, CNN write a piece about him.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty easy to see that, the way that YouTube's been going, with taking off subscribers and stuff like that, and then moving them over to mainstream and really pushing mainstream media as a narrative. It's just pretty obvious that that's what they're trying to achieve.
And I just happened to open up a new YouTube page and found this show, because I'm like, damn, I ain't getting no notification. And then I looked and I'm like, he's been on for 52 minutes. I've been checking longer than that. But
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the first thing I said when I got into chat, that he's like no notification, nothing. So
and not even on my phone, because I get it on my phone too.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's
did you guys know that Hillary Clinton still owns the DNC? Even though they broke, and she's taking money to that new PAC she has, Onward Together. That corny shit. They gave her $570,000.
She's going to run again.
There's all kinds of money flopping around. I was looking at the FEC things today, and you should see a spreadsheet, and I was looking at all the transactions, and let's see here.
She's still committing crimes.
No, but money is being moved between her groups and the different the different state funds, which to me says that she is, and seeing money going from the DCCC to the Republican Party looks really strange for me.
Really?
Yeah, that's what's up right now. DCCC made a check to the Republican Party. These are big checks. This is the amounts. There's just so many PACs, and Democratic Party, especially Hillary, is making lots of donations or moving money from her groups, whether it's her or her groups are doing, I suppose. And I'm worried that means that influence is being bought. Endorsements of candidates that are pro her are being picked. Now, what is Highway 31? I've heard that before.
She's going to run again.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure all this manipulation is something to do with, I'm trying to think what it's called. What's the name of the victory one? Oh, well, let me pull over a program that's easier to pull this data up. Hillary Clinton. This was a check to the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. $19,700, $775, $11,408. Just large amounts of money. It's not just one check. And what I see here is Hillary Clinton, the International Union of Operating Engineers, Brotherhood Electrical Workers, Hispanic Victory Pack. And it's like she's trying to buy the influence or possibly the endorsement of these organizations.
That's the Philadelphia one, which you mentioned, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers?
Multiple states.
Oh. Well, I know this guy, he's being investigated by the feds, Johnny Depp. And honestly, he's still raising money for campaigns.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of organizations in there. I wish there was something else that for any organization listed here, you could pull up whose organization it was, who were the officers of the organization. And I still don't understand all of this DCC stuff, writing big checks to the Republican Party.
Well, they like to pick Republican-like candidates. And they're fighting with the progressives that are running. I just believe they all just work together. They're not working for us. That's all I have to say.
So what is that chart exactly?
What? You say church or chart?
Charts.
This is the FEC filing information. I downloaded all of it and fed it into a SQL database and just started flipping through it to see if there was anything interesting. Something, I didn't put a lot of time in it, just wanted to get a quick look and see what it was and if there was anything strange in it. And so each month and each quarter, there are certain days that every expenditure you make as a campaign, you're supposed to report to the FEC. And every single thing that you buy, event supplies, here's a list of things. Event supplies, graphic design, event catering, who it's for, what it was done, who you paid. There has to be a picture. I don't have the pictures here of it, but there has to be a picture taken of every expenditure as well, or whatever form was done to go for it. So phone banking, if you rented phones, you gotta mark that down. TV ad buy, you have to say what the ad was and where it was. Radio ads, media printing. So if I wanted to take a quick look and see what everybody that did media advertising, I could come down here and say ad production, ad buys, whatever, and look over at that. Or you could expense amount right here.
Wow. Wow.
It's a huge amount of money. And like I said, that these transfers between the parties, the states, and whatever in the Clinton Foundation just doesn't look right. It looks to me like there's an awful lot of wherever there's money, there's influence. And somewhere in there was $3.5 million credit given for trading an email list between a group in DC and the Hillary group. What was that for? Why does Hillary need more lists? And it was a two-way swap, but apparently somehow there was a $3.5 million exchange price put on it.
Holy fuck.
So she still be doing things illegal and not helping the down ballot tickets again for 2018.
It's possible it could be for Chelsea. Let me stop the share. But yeah, you could grab this information. It's federal public available information. You can put it in, you can import it into Excel if you have it. Yeah. Oh, the thing is, I don't remember seeing the Green Party's expenditures on here. That's what I'm thinking. You know, if Green Party listed, I suppose that you guys really should file the paperwork. And what you should put down is, in lieu of cash, 18 peanut butter sandwiches and 2 bags of chips.
That would be that would be called cash in kind.
Yes, yes.
They wouldn't even let you guys probably be on there. If you guys asked to file with them, they'd say, "Get away, you little green gnats."
Hey James, do you think Ron Paul would have went with what his son did when he had took that deal that Trump said? Do you think Ron Paul would vote for to confirm Pompeo like Rand did? I don't think so either. Yes, when he mentions move all them bases from all these other countries we're not at war, I agree with him on that. Mm.
You know, I got that mixed up for the longest time. Fucked my head up. Oh, I'm with you 100%. I actually unfollowed him. I'm done.
Well, I know RT hasn't called him back.
Well, gee, I heard there was an opening at that network. I was going to apply. Maybe that's what he's doing. Guy Art Bell, right? They just
Oh
lost
my God, Art Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I had to listen to him in my stepfather's truck.
So you must know all about lizard people.
Mm-hmm. I was coast to coast. I was raised on coast to coast. I know he's a coast to coast person.
I personally don't have a problem with him going on Alex Jones's show.
Well, that's your opinion. Selling his snake oil.
Well, I agree with Ryan. I have no problem with him being on the show because that's why they want to keep us divided. They really do, the government. Regardless, I don't like Alex Jones. I know he's crazy with this conspiratorial thing. I don't believe the stuff he be saying. Even he defended Jimmy Dore, and Jimmy Dore has spit on him before.
Him going on Alex Jones's wasn't about snake oil and conspiracy theories and stuff like that. It was all about being shut down by YouTube. That's all it was. It wasn't anything else. Just watch it. It doesn't go for very long. Mm-hmm.
Well, just because you all say that doesn't mean that I have to believe it. I cannot stand. I have had too much of Alex Jones pushed into my head, and he is a fucking wacko. And you don't lead people to do shit like that. It's.
And Tim was just on Fault Lines yesterday, too. They was talking to him about being on Alex Jones. They didn't say nothing negative about it.
I don't care. I can have my own feelings. I think with my own head. I don't.
That's fine, and we can have that same opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Common ground issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the day he said, "You fucking unbelievers are what's keeping us from Armageddon and being able to go to heaven."
Well, didn't he say he's
That
an
was
actor?
That's when I said, I can't do this anymore. And I would,
Didn't he say he was an actor? He was acting. He's an actor.
Mm-hmm. He's
It's
an
a
actor.
show.
well,
Yeah.
people believe him, and that's the problem I have.
He's a
Well,
child.
well,
I
people.
don't care if
Well,
he's
that's
acting or
just
not.
like the mainstream media.
He's
People
preying,
believe them with their shit.
no, he's actually preying on mentally ill people. I hung around this fucking group, guys. I know. I don't want to be.
But then you wouldn't be able to reach Republican listeners that listen to him,
No,
and they see a different view of the progressive side, and they see you have the same view about the wars. They don't like the interventionist wars. They don't like it.
There's only a fraction of the Republicans. There are many Republicans that can't stomach him. So don't label all Republicans as a Alex Jones person. There are so many.
She's not. She's not.
Okay.
She's saying
I'm not labeling all Republicans. That's like them equating us with all the Democrats with Hillary Clinton. Hell no, I didn't vote for this. They think that the Republicans think all Democrats wanted Hillary Clinton, and we didn't. Yeah.
You got to be able to beat people in the field of debate. You know, you can't sort of say, I'm not going to listen to them because they're too batshit crazy. They're fucked in the head. They're right wingers and all that type of stuff, right? And it's like I'll watch Ben Shapiro because I want to know what the right wing's saying. I want to know what the right wing's thinking.
Okay,
and
I
Ben
normally
Shapiro, Alex Jones, and all them are the people who the right wing listen to. I won't go and listen to obviously fucking the alt right and shit like that. That's going a little bit too far for me. But you know, then it gives me a clear perspective of how you fight the right with your left ideas.
Okay, that's where I'm at. I'm not saying that I don't listen to anybody that doesn't think like me. Of course, I'm not like that. I'm very open, but I have my limits, and he is my limit. Where
I'm
not
accusing you of that. I'm saying from my perspective. This is from Shirl's perspective. It's from James' perspective. We're not attacking anyone. We're just saying that this is how we go about.
No, I was just making sure you knew that.
We know.
Okay.
No, but there was some people that Tim said they were like, "Oh, this black guy on here," and it was kind of skeptical. But when he started talking and talking about he's against these interventionist wars and things like that, they couldn't believe it. And he didn't well, Alex Jones didn't challenge him either, because somebody wrote him a letter, a viewer from his show. She appreciated he didn't challenge him, and it was shocking because Alex Jones do challenge people that come on his show.
But I mean, going back to what I was saying, Tim Black was mostly there to say and back up Alex Jones's opinion of what's happening with YouTube and censorship, because it happened to Tim Black. So if it's happening to the left, then me saying it's happened to me on the right, it's not an anomaly. It's not just, they're not just silencing the right, they're not just silencing the left, they're silencing everybody, and that's what I.
Yeah, because the Republicans think they just shutting down their sites, and they're not. Not being those kind of rooms that I put in chat, they're shutting down progressives too, not just conservatives, progressives too. So they don't know. So we have to have somebody go on this kind of platforms to let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, him
Right.
and Glenn Beck don't even, they're the biggest misogynist ever. I mean, they don't think women belong anywhere except in the kitchen, barefooted and pregnant, and they're bitter against women. I mean, I've heard all this. I mean, it was just, they're the ones
And they were talking about also that gas attack, the so-called gas attack, which didn't happen in Syria. They were talking about that too. The Republicans, a lot of Republicans do not believe about that attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I need.
They believe it. Oh my God. That's a cult. Her group is a cult.
Excuse me.
Hey, James, you need to get an interview with Garland Nixon and Lee Strahan from Fault Line. Garland is a progressive independent, and Lee Strahan is a Republican. But they have a show together, and it's a really good show, Fault Line. They come on 7 a.m. Eastern time here to 10 a.m. And it's a really good show. They may not agree on things, but mostly they agree on a lot of things.
Okay, I want to take a little time out. William, I don't tell people what to say or what to think. What I do is when I know something about something, and I debunk it, because I know when I'm at that point I'm talking about. I don't know where you get off accusing me of being like that. I don't tell what others can say or think.
That's not William.
Or Steve.
Yeah, William's
Sorry. They can. Oh, he's accusing me of. And I don't know where it came from because we weren't even talking about anything like that. But I said, yes, you do, Rebel. You constantly tell us what we can't say or think.
Who's saying that?
Critique of corporate
ideology. I think you're getting trolled. You're getting trolled, Rebel.
That's not me. I fight to not be told what to do or what to think on me. I turn it on me. Like I did tonight. What? That. Of course I have every fucking right to say I don't want to hear no goddamn rape joke on here. It's not a joke.
You know what the stupidest thing I saw today?
Oh my God.
Is they wanted racial appropriation for the guy who does Apu's voice on The Simpsons. He's white. He's a white dude on The Simpsons, and he does Apu in the Quickie Mart. He does. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah, they're saying that's racial appropriation that a white guy's doing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking cartoon. I mean, why are we being so serious about a cartoon? It's satire. It's, The Simpsons takes the piss out of white people all the time. You don't hear white people getting up and down, and
my guess is we're going to be closing pretty soon. I don't know. It's two my time, so it's got to be midnight. Before we close, I thought we should all be ready for our hopes and prayers tonight. George H.W. Bush is hospitalized for.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I thought you guys knew.
A blood infection, which at his age could be pretty serious.
Good night.
He wants to go with Barb. Barb told him before she died, I'm going to a beautiful place.
I can't.
I was expecting dancing.
I am. I'm looking at my watch, wondering, can you hurry it?
I don't really remember anything good about Barbara. All I remember, it wasn't good when the hurricane in New Orleans in the shelter. She said, "Oh, I feel sorry for these poor people. This is probably the best place they ever lived."
Sorry, guys, not.
One good note for H.W. Bush was he did call Ronald Reagan crazy in his policies, voodoo economics.
I was very proud of the Australians on the national broadcaster's Facebook page when they announced her death, and nearly everybody made a comment about being the matriarch of a family of war criminals. That's coming from Australia.
Somebody said that here in the United States, right? That the Hillbots went after him.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. I love Darth Vader's my favorite character, so don't compare that.
Oh yeah, everybody be careful.
They're not hearing you.
Get rid of the D and the
Oh,
R.
they can't hear me talk? We can't hear you
No.
talk. Oh, so I was
I
saying.
can hear him.
No, you guys can hear me here, but I had the mic down on this end. No, I was talking about Dick Cheney being the penguin. And then I was talking about, Tim, we get you. I'm not saying that it's a bad move. I'm just saying, if you believe in your heart that it's necessary to do, which I think he does, and you think there's common ground in stopping the shadow government, which I do believe actually exists. There's more and more proof towards it. Deep state, whatever you want to fucking call it, the two-party oligarchy, or I just call them the mosquito dick club. You would probably be doing. I think you're doing the right thing. So, bringing people together, no matter if you put aside your religions, the lizard people, crazy ghosts and goblins and vampires and shit like that, and just kind of coming to common ground so that we can get rid of these stupid wars, get rid of these stupid legislators and judiciaries that are out there, and people that are just doing some shitty shit. But this is where it gets weird. So on a couple of things we might be aligned, maybe one or two things, but then Alex Jones and his religion is like, well, religions should be right. I think church and state, there's no separation with him. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's common ground on maybe a few things, but I don't know if it's enough. You know what I mean? Because when you use religion as the excuse, which some people do, as a matter of fact, all of them do. That's why we have wars, because you can always be, go into.
And you
Go
know
ahead.
what? You really can't call them wars.
What do you call?
Because
Invasion.
if it's a war,
No, they're invasions. Yeah, that's a better
if
word.
someone would come here and invade us, that's defending ourselves, and that's a war.
That's a war.
We invading these people's countries illegally.
We're victimizing these people.
Usually
Yes.
a war is between two or more sides of like military force. So like World War II.
That's a war.
Vietnam War, Korean War,
And the Iraq War, because they voted on it, Congress.
That's a war.
And the Gulf War.
Technically, yeah. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
because
I think
the Iraqi Republican Guard really put up a fight when America stormed in 2003.
Oh yeah, that was. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was that the Gulf War?
No. I'm just saying, when their hands were up like that, that's putting up a fucking serious fight. When you get your hands up and you're walking towards the enemy, that's some serious defense right there. Stuff you don't want to. Stuff you never want to fuck with in the future. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's just fuck. We just keep victimizing fucking country after country, and we know they can't defend themselves. and they know that all they have is caves and a couple of AK-47s and a couple of rocks, and it's just so god awful. It's like it's bully in its purest form, and it's just fucking ridiculous. And I was in the Navy, and I was part of it. I have a National Civil Defense Medal for being in dry dock, and going out and doing flight operations in the Pacific. I never saw war, but there were a lot of people that were on the plane when they were showing us all their bombings and shit of the 90-day war of Kuwait, and it was so fucking fast. All of a sudden, like, oh, there's a war. Oh, dude, it's over, man. It's already done. We fucking kicked their ass. That's how it was. It was just, I'm like, why even? But everybody knows the reason for it happening. I'm not going to go over that. I am tired. It's late. I'm going to get going. I want to say thank you to everybody. Ryan, are you going to keep going with some of the people here?
No, I'm going to go.
Are you going to go, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll probably stream tomorrow
Ryan,
night.
do you have host? Because I don't have host. Could you?
Yes, and I'll make you host again.
Thank you, sir. All right. So, Rebel, I like the fact that I have people here that can give me information, not to influence.
I get that.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is it's a different perspective that I didn't even consider. So because I was so hell bent on Alex Jones being a fucking crazy man, which in my professional opinion I think he is. But at the same time, if Tim's going on there for the purpose of, which I think in most part he is to get his message out and reach more people, I think that's a good idea.
Oh, what message lately, though? I mean, it's
stand up
get
comedy. Stand up comedy. That's what I'm talking about. So he can do some more improvisation.
He doesn't. He's gone so far from what he used. I loved him in the beginning.
No, he used to talk about some real shit, man. I don't know what the fuck he's doing lately. It's just, but he went on Alex Jones, whatever,
Well, that's what he went on the show for, like what you were saying, James, to get to the other people. Because a lot of Republicans thought it was just taking them down. And they're not just taking them down.
Yeah. Trump has pissed off his base big time.
Yes.
He's,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Promised a lot. I mean, the list is pretty big that he's not following up on, or even that he's gone completely in the opposite direction of.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about that group. I don't know what happened, because that's why they voted for it. Even Mike Rivero said, I would have voted for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go, right there.
He's disappointed with Trump because of these wars.
But Cheryl, that once POTUS becomes POTUS, he doesn't become our POTUS. He becomes the kleptocracy's POTUS. That's what happens, sadly.
Yeah, I know them neocons still in there, the deep state.
Yeah, exactly. They're in there. They're controlling it all.
That's why we don't have MLK, John F. K., RFK, and I could put in there Malcolm X
Harvey Milk, Tupac.
Yep, Harvey Milk, Tupac. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because all those people were being investigated by the FBI.
Yep.
Our government.
Yep. That's the one thing you don't want, is to be investigated by the CIA or the FBI, because I will tell you right there, it's almost, you might as well just start taking out life insurance, like immediately. Like, it's, you know what I mean? That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go. Did you already hand me host?
Yes, I did.
Thank you very much.
Peace out, everyone.
Thank you, guys. See you, Snork.
Night.
Aloha.
Bye.
Night.
Aloha, guys. Bye, Cheryl. It's always good to see you and hear you. You're fantastic. Well, not see you, but hear you at least. It's good seeing you, young lady. Aloha, aloha, aloha. See you, Snork. I got your email, by the way. With that lady that you were talking to, Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, that's hopeful.
Well, we needed backup.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Verifiable information.
Yeah. Somebody like
What lady is that?
Oh, we have a project going. We're going to be doing a GoFundMe, and we wanted to make sure that everything is third party viable or verifiable.
Not just
So,
through us now. We have another source. That's what's cool.
right. So
Oh, okay.
we're going to a certified third-party lab if we, for the testing and whatever.
Right.
And went over what chemicals that were in the water that we felt need to get out and how severe if she thought it was.
Oh,
And I don't really
it's
want
going
to
to
get
be.
into all the details.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. But Cheryl, you're welcome to jump aboard as soon as we get things moving in the right direction. But they are starting to move in the right direction. I just got a lot on my plate, but I'll be doing this and more. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will talk to y'all
Thank you,
soon.
James, for
Thank
doing this.
you. Thank you, Cheryl. You're awesome. Awesomeness. Aloha. All right, yeah. So I'm good. How do I say? What do I say? This is why I'm concerned about the Democrats and the Hillbots that I was arguing with on my Facebook. I wasn't even arguing with them. I'm just telling them, this is what's going on, man. I'm just trying to show you what's up or what could be happening, and maybe she could get hit for terrorism. And I'm just saying anything could happen. And they're so they're so defensive. They become severely offensive about it, and that's just what really, really blows my mind is the separation. Cheryl nailed it, and that's what caught me on this. Is what Tim Black is the division is one of their greatest weapons, and you know who I'm talking about. These people, they know what they're doing. They're very good at this. They've been doing it for. There's probably a book out there that's all dusty and got a hard leather back cover that's got the fucking lock on it or something that's been sealed with like blood of millions of men or something. That's this book on how to control humans. Get them to separate, to fight against each other. And then you will be victorious. And then you will have everything you need. Imagine the unification of two parties coming together as one party and just saying, fuck you. We're tired of your Democratic bullshit. We're tired of your Republican bullshit. Just jump aboard the Green Party. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Go with a party that fucking doesn't take corporate donations. Go with a party that's the press release is coming out. You can see where they stand. This is what they have to stand with. CFAR is fucking great and everything, but do you think they're going to stick with CFAR? Do you honestly believe that the people that wrote CFAR believe that all the people that sign or that are willing to support CFAR are going to stay with CFAR? I'm going to say no. I got a Dave look tonight, man. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Hey, Dave, you and me, buddy. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot that's going on. We really, definitely, and absolutely got to start uniting. Put away the religions. Put away the craziness. We need healthcare. We need to get money out of politics. We need to stop these wars. We need to work on the planet and the soil and the water and the rivers. We need to start taking better care of this beautiful planet that's taking care of us. Bottom line. Of course, we have to defend ourselves. We do need the military. Sadly, we have to have them now to protect us from ourselves. But, that's why I was in, and that's why my daughter's in, to protect us from ourselves. Fuck. Aloha, everybody.